Hey there, welcome to our Unit 10 practice exam. Gonna get all conic stuff taken care of with this one. I think this I just glanced through it. It's a pretty easy exam, really. If you get your differences between all the four different things, pretty good. Alright, so which conic section is this? Plus sign. That means it is not a hyperbola. We got two squares. That means it's not a parabola. And the fact that we got different numbers down here means it is not a circle. Must be an ellipse. Alright, which one of these is a circle? Well, circles don't have minus signs. Circles don't have minus... Oh my goodness, minus signs all over the place. B must be our answer. And the fact that 4 is the same here, that means our radius number for both is 4. Makes it nice and easy, makes it a circle. Alright, which one of these is this thing? Hey, minus sign. Two things that are squared. It means it is not circle, it's not ellipse. Two squared things means not parabola. It must be a hyperbola. Alright, which equation of these is a parabola? Well, I look at A. A is definitely a circle. B, we've got the minus sign. That is hyperbola. Here we got a plus sign. We've got a different number out here with the plus sign, though. That means ellipse. And this guy with only one square, the y doesn't have a square, that one is going to be our parabola. Exciting, exciting, exciting. Write the equation of the circle. Alright, so first off we want to remember that 11 squared is going to give us our number on the outside. It's not going to be 11, it's going to be 121, because that's our radius number squared out here. Secondly, we want to remember that these things are going to be opposite when they're inside a parenthesis group. Since they're positive here, they are not going to be positive here. They are going to be negative, and B is our answer. Alright, what is the center and the radius? Well, we take the square root of 9 to get our 3. Bam, bam. And then we want to remember things are opposite, and x is going to be the 1 number. It's not going to be a 4. So A is my answer because the 1 matches for my x and my y values. Graphing our equation. Alright. So since my x is the positive number, I know it's going to look like this. So I'm crossing out D, I'm crossing out C. Those are not possibilities. Next thing to look for is to decide, well, what kind of box are they going to have? I know I'm going to divide by 324. Oh, I forgot my 2 there. Divide by 324. And you might be thinking to yourself, I really don't know what 324 divided by 36 is. Well, it just happens to be 9. So that's x squared over 9 minus y squared then over 36 equals 1. So my x number is going to be 3 and my y number is going to be 6. So I look right here and we're definitely moving over 3, whereas this one is definitely moving over 6 on my x-axis. So my x number needs to match up, and that's going to be A. If you want to really double check it, you go up here and bam, starts matching up at our 6 for the box for that guy. So the big thing here is check which way they're going to be going, and then from there do your division by this number and then figure out which one's moving right on the x or the y-axis, whichever one's easier for you to tell. Here we just got to decide where's the center. We're looking for radius of 4, but they all look like they're radius of 4, so that's not going to help us. My positive 1 here and positive 2 there. So we're looking for a center at 1 comma, whoa, that's a 1. It's totally a 1. 1 comma 2. 1 comma 2 is right here. Who's that? That is this guy. 1 comma 2 for my center. Not here, not here, not here. Alright, this one, definitely ellipse. My center is going to be at, we're moving left and up. So left and up, nope. Left and up, nope. Left and up, yeah. Right there at 0, no. So I've already eliminated what my answer's got to be. In case that doesn't work out for you, even though I think it will, you divide by your 36. You get your x plus 2 squared over 4 plus y minus 2 squared over 9 equals 1. That gives you your radius numbers of 2 and 3 from the square roots of those to get our 2 and our 3 for the two different radius numbers there. for B, which was our answer. Alright, this guy. We got the x equals y squared. The y squared means that it's either one of these. If it's positive, it's this one. If it's negative, it's that one. If we got y equals x squared, positive's going up and negative's going down. So we got this situation going on. That's got to be this guy because the others are going the wrong way. And if you want to write it on here, this would actually be good. X equals negative y squared would look like that. Y equals negative x squared, and y equals positive x squared. And those are the 4 different graphs that you'll be looking for. What this number actually is doesn't matter to us as much as whether it's positive or negative. Alright, this one. There's no parentheses, so we're centered at 0. Wrong and wrong. What is my radius? Is it 64? No. What's the square root of 64? It is 8. This looks like this has moved out 8, whereas this moved out 4. Wrong. Because it's got the right radius of 8. Alright, plus sign here means that it is not hyperbola. It's got to be an ellipse. To decide which one of these 2 ellipses that it is, we're going to divide by our 144 on all of these guys here. So I'm going to get x squared over 16 plus y squared over 9 equals 1. So my x movement number is going to be 4, and my y movement is going to be 3. That looks like 4 here and 3 there. So A is going to be my answer, whereas this one has them backwards. Man, this test is easy. Alright, hey, we already did this question. I feel like find our center and radius. Square root of 25 is 5. So these are wrong. Opposite of these 2 things, make sure the x matches up with the x, and that's going to be B, because that's my x and that's my y. I don't know how much easier we can get a question in here for you. Alright, this guy, it's going downwards. That's going to be a y equals x squared, because it's up or down, and the negative here because it's going down. So which one of these has a negative x squared? This guy. Alright, and I think our last question here might be the only tricky question on this test. It is a hyperbola. So I do not want a plus sign involved. So you're out. Hyperbolas tend to have these numbers on bottom, so it's probably going to be one of these 2. I'm not going to eliminate that necessarily because it could be the same. Who knows? But my x movement here is 2. So I'm looking for this one because the square root of 4 is 2, and that's going to match my x. This one's got an x movement of 3, which it obviously doesn't because it's 2. If we drew our box in, see where it's hitting those asymptotes at, then we'll see that this is our 3 number here for our vertical, and that's why the 3 is there. So D, because our x movement is 2, and the 4 square, or square root of 4 is 2. That's it. Do great things on this test. I hope you do. I think you'll be alright. This is probably the easiest test we got left this year, so go get A pluses. You know, don't even just shoot for an A. A pluses. Alright. Make good choices on it, and we'll see you later.